How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Flicks and Pixels. I am Dave, and thank you so much for checking out today's video. Right, so the film that I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of today is one that was released in the cinemas just in October of this year. It caused a bit of a stir online due to the sheer amount of gore in this film. It is the third in the series so far, and we've now had it released on Blu-ray and 4K. And of course, as you can tell from the thumbnail, the film I'm going through with you today is Terrifier 3 on 4K in this quite nice HMV first edition. It is a HMV exclusive and it's quite nice as well. But I will take you through an unboxing of this in just a second. So as I said, Terrifier 3 caused a bit of a stir online. There was a lot of articles written about it and about how gory it was, about how shocking it was. But I think anybody that was familiar with the Terrifier film series would know that they've kind of dialed this up each film. The first one was pretty gory, the second one dialed that up even more, and then the third one has just absolutely cranked it up. Is it the best film in the series so far? In my opinion, I don't think so. I don't think it was quite as good as number 2. It's definitely gorier than number 2. But is it the best film so far out of the 3? Not for me, to be honest. I think number 2 is just slightly better. But I enjoy all 3 anyway, and I think Terrifier 3 is really, really good. It's kind of it's that old school horror, practical effects. It is a bit of a throwback to 80s horror, and anybody that loves those kind of films will love the Terrifier series. So if you haven't seen the Terrifier series yet, or have seen any of the films at all, I encourage you to go and watch them, especially if you're into your kind of your 80s gore fest horror films. But I did really enjoy this, even though I think number 2 is probably slightly better. So with that said, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to take you through an unboxing of this HMV exclusive first edition, and then we're going to bring it back up top and we're going to talk about the 4K transfer. So, are you ready? Come on, let's go and have a look. Okay, so here we go with Terrifier 3 on 4K in this HMV exclusive first edition. And first impressions of that artwork is I absolutely love it. I think it looks great. Really captures the tone of the film and the tone of the series itself. I really like it. And as I say, it is a first edition, so you have got that sticker there. That does come off. The age rating at the bottom here doesn't. That is not a sticker, so that cannot come off, unfortunately. But you've got some ratings of the film, top and bottom. You've got Sending the Clown just there. And then, of course, you've got the title of the film, Terrifier 3. And if I just shine this into the light, there is a bit of a shine to this slip box. It's a really nice effect. Looks great. Yeah, really like that. So we'll bring it round to the spine. You've got Terrifier 3 written there. And then on the back, you've got a few shots from the film, a bit of a description on the film itself. And of course, you've got your text specs at the bottom as well. And just like the front, the back has a bit of a shine to it also. Yeah, really like that. At the top, you've got Terrifier 3 written there, and there is nothing on the bottom. So if we just take the contents out for a minute, and probably my only slight criticism of this edition is it's not a rigid hard case. It is a slightly thicker kind of slip cover. It has got a tab system just there, so it can be sort of, if you're not fussed about having this, you can sort of flat pack that, I guess. Don't know who would want to. I think it's quite nice, even though it's not a rigid hard case. It's still a really nice slip cover, but it isn't too flimsy. It's quite good quality, really. So yeah, we'll just pop that to one side, and then we'll bring in the extras that you get included in this. So the first thing we will look at is the postcards, and these are a matte finish, they're not gloss. These kind of look like, I think they're a mixture of promotional shots and shots from the film itself. Really good quality. that scene. Really good quality images on these. The one of Art the Clown in his Santa outfit. And you've got the actor there that plays him, just doing a few autographs. Another behind the scenes shot just there. Then you have like some storyboards. These are really good. I like these. I think they should include these more in editions like this. Excellent. So yeah, those are the postcards that you get with it. They are all blank on the back. But yeah, overall, those are excellent, excellent quality, I've got to say. Put those to one side. And then you do get double-sided poster. Now, this is quite big. I'm not sure I'll be able to fit it all into shot, but I will certainly try my best. And again, an excellent quality poster. That is the one side. Very old school. Really like it. Yeah, that's fantastic. And then if we just flip this over, that is the other side, which is equally as good, in my opinion. Yeah, I like both sides of that poster. Oh, if only that had included both, like single-sided, that would have been fantastic. But yeah, really good quality. That is excellent quality. And then we'll bring in the 4K itself. And then you've got some different artwork on the front of this with Art the Clown. Terrifier 3, just at the bottom there. On the spine you have Terrifier 3. And then the back is the same as the slip box. So if we open this up then, and you are greeted with your 4K disc. The sleeve isn't reversible inside. But a little bit disappointed you don't get the Blu-ray with this, but it's not too bad. It's not a deal breaker. But yeah, the art on the disc is the same as on there. Right, so we'll just do a quick recap then. So you do have your 4K disc there. You have that excellent quality double-sided poster. And then you do have those really good quality postcards as well. And then you do have your slip cover. So there we go then, guys. That is Terrifier 3 on 4K in the HMV Exclusive First Edition. Let's go back up top and let's talk about it. Okay, so we are back up top with Terrifier 3 on 4K in this HMV Exclusive First Edition. And yeah, it's a really nice set, this, I've got to say. I'm really pleased I managed to get hold of one. My only criticism is, as I mentioned before, that it isn't a rigid hard case, but I don't think that's... It's a little bit of a gripe, but not much. It would have been nice to have that sort of like more rigid case, but the slip's nice anyway, and I'll probably be keeping this in one of the protectors that I've got, so it's not going to get like too bashed and too creased. But overall, really pleased with that edition, and it is only $29.99. It cost me $29.99, which was £5 more than the standard, which is $24.99. So I think for the extra £5, everything that you're getting in there, along with the outer box as well, I think it's definitely worth paying that little bit extra. So yeah, really pleased that I managed to get hold of this. So, as I said earlier on, I really enjoy all the Terrifier films, and this is the first one that I actually own on 4K. I do own the Bloody Duo, which is 1 and 2 on Blu-ray, and I was a little bit kind of, not dubious, but I was intrigued to see, because this film had a bigger budget than the other two, I was intrigued to see how this would look on 4K, and I'm going to say straight away, it isn't a 4K transfer that's going to make you go wow. And the reason for that is, and they've kind of made this film look the way it's kind of supposed to be. Now, let me explain that. So this, as I said earlier, is a bit of a throwback to kind of 80s horror. It goes for a certain tone in the way it looks, in terms of the practical effects and the way the film is shot. So there is quite there's quite a thick layer of grain over this. Now I'm not sure whether the grain was added afterwards, but there is a heavy layer of grain on it, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It is just trying to go for the tone and the setting of the film itself. But the 4K transfer, it does look good. Is it going to be a major difference over the Blu-ray? I'm not sure, and I don't really think so. I haven't got the Blu-ray to compare it to, but I think the main differences are going to be the HDR on this, and obviously the Blu-ray is not going to have HDR, but in terms of the quality of the picture itself, the clarity, the sharpness, etc., the detail that's on show, I don't think that there will be much of a difference because of how this film is shot and how they're trying to make it look. The difference will be in the HDR. Now, in terms of the HDR, it does look really good. The Christmas lights and the vibrant colours. The Christmas lights, especially at the start when you see the lights on the tree and in the house, really do pop off the screen, and the film is actually really colourful. When you see Art the Clown later on and he's got that Santa outfit on, and you can really see that red kind of jumping out the screen at you. So I think the only real difference between this and the Blu-ray is going to be that HDR implementation. I don't think there'll be much difference, if any at all, over the actual picture quality itself. But I'm kind of relying on you guys to sort of tell me that in terms of if you pick this up on both Blu-ray and 4K. Let me know if you've checked out any differences on it. But if you're a grain hater, you might not like this. I didn't think it was too intrusive, to be honest with you, and the picture itself still looked pretty good. If you don't like your grain, then you might not like this. But as I say, I didn't mind it at all. So yeah, the HDR is really, it's got quite a bit of punch onto this. Do I think you need to own this on 4K? Depends how much you value HDR, to be honest. I mean, if you're happy with Blu-ray, as I say, go for the Blu-ray if you want to. I know they've released it standalone on Blu-ray, but they've also released it as part of a Bloody Trio edition. So I've got the Bloody Duo, which is 1 and 2. They've now released the Bloody Trio, which is 1, 2 and 3. And if you want to save yourself a few quid and you're not too fussed about HDR, I think you're probably going to be okay with that Blu-ray edition, to be honest. But overall, I'm really pleased. It isn't a 4K transfer that is going to blow your socks off. It's not going to make you go, wow, this looks amazing. It's going for the kind of look that they want in terms of that kind of that grungy horror, 80s horror look. And I think they've pulled it off. I think it's kind of the tone of the film and the atmosphere of the film. I think they've really captured. They've captured it really, really well. So in that respect, I think it looks okay. It looks good. But yeah, the edition itself as well is really nice. I'm not sure if it's still available on HMV. I will leave a link in the description down below to this product. I'm pretty sure HMV have got this back in stock now. It did go out of stock for a little bit. And as I say, for the extra £5 with what you're getting, I think it's definitely worth it. I'm really pleased with it. So, as always, thank you ever so much for watching the video today, guys. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would consider subscribing to the channel as well, I would really appreciate it. Have you got Terrifier 3 on 4K or Blu-ray? Do you like the Terrifier film series? Leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. And hopefully, I will see you again on my next video. Until then, take care. It caused quite a lot of, how can I say, reaction. Controversy? The f is controversy? Oh, oh, cut.